Melly Squad? This is Melly Mel coming at you from Sacktown, and today's video is about me. We are going to be talking about my weight loss journey, the things that I struggled with trying to lose weight at 45. It certainly did not come off quickly like it did back in the day. I was able to do a little bit and have it all just kind of come off quickly. This time was a struggle. So I am going to talk to you about that struggle. I'm going to also talk to you about what food means to me and why that kind of made the process a little bit harder as well. I thought this was a good time since I have recently uploaded a video from my little brother, Fit with JR. So I am going to share, just like he did, a little bit about my journey. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Click that little bell so that you get notifications on when I upload videos. Hope you enjoy. All right, y'all. Today I am going to be talking about my weight loss journey. And this started recently in October of last year. But before I go into that, I'm going to give you a little bit of history. So throughout my life, I had always been kind of the chunky one. I have always kind of been the thicker one of all my siblings. And food has always, to some degree, been my go-to. So when I'm happy, I eat. When I'm sad, I eat. So I'm an emotional eater. And so I've always kind of gone up and gone down in weight. I am 5'3", so having too much weight on my little tiny frame kind of looks ridiculous. But for a while, I was okay with that. And it was whatever, it was going to be. And over the years, I had decided I wanted to lose weight, and I did. And then I gained it back, and then I lost it, and then I gained it back. And a couple years ago, I was at a good weight. I think I was probably 140 pounds or so, 145. And then my company told us, you're going to work from home full time. And that was my demise. Because at that point, I wasn't doing anything and I wasn't going anywhere anyway. So my getting out of the house was to go into the office. And occasionally I went and did stuff with friends. But that was my way to get out. And now I'm stuck at home all day, every day. And I was sitting at a desk and I wasn't moving very much. And I was snacking because I was just sitting here, not really doing anything. And before I knew it, I had gained a lot of weight. And I didn't really realize it, I think, because from working at home, I don't have to get dressed. So I just roll out of bed in my sweatpants and my t-shirt, or my t-shirt and my shorts, and I sit at my desk. And one day, I was trying on a pair of pants, and I was like, well, these don't fit so good anymore. And I knew that in a few months I was going to be going home to see family. And some of that family I hadn't seen in a while, but most importantly, I was going to see my siblings. I have 3 brothers and a sister. And my sister and one of my brothers I saw every so often when I would go home to visit. But the other 2 I hadn't seen in a really long time. I had some nieces that I hadn't seen since they were babies, and now they're, preteen and teenagers. And my brothers and sister, we haven't all been in the same place at the same time for like 15 years. So as I stated before, I had always kind of been the chunky one. So whenever we took pictures, I was always the thick one. And so I decided that I knew my mom was going to take a bunch of pictures because we were all together, nieces and nephews and brothers and sister, and I refused to be the chunky one this time. So I decided in October of last year, you need to lose some weight. So yes, when I started, I was at 175 pounds. And that struggle was real for me because at this point, I needed to change everything about what I was doing. And living by myself, I tended to go out to eat more often than cooking at home. It was just easier to run down the street and go to McDonald's or Taco Bell or Little Caesars or wherever and pick something up than it was to cook for one person. So I ate out a lot. And with this change, I knew that meant you're going to have to start cooking. You're going to have to start doing some things differently. So I bought a food scale, and I bought a bunch of chicken and fish and vegetables. And my go-to fruit was blueberries, so I bought a big pack of frozen blueberries and said, okay, you got this. Now you just need to figure out how you're going to start moving. So at that point, I decided when you get off work, you don't do anything, you go straight into that workout room and start working out. Because once you get comfortable, you're going to say, I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to do this. So my thing, I don't really like to go to the gym, so I created a little workout room that's got weights and workout DVDs and things like that. And my go-to DVDs usually are Jillian Michaels because her workouts tend to work for my body structure well. So I started eating better and working out, and I was working out 7 days a week for a while, and suddenly started feeling better. I was sleeping better. I had more energy. The only thing that my downfall was is that I am a smoker, so my breathing issues did kind of take over a little bit. But I say all that to say I put in my head that I was not going to be the most chunkiest one in these pictures, but in all reality, I needed to be healthier. So I portioned out everything. I read labels. Whatever the serving suggestions were, I did that. I didn't overindulge. I weighed everything. I didn't eat after 6. I was determined to drink 96 ounces of water a day, and I was starting to lose, and I finally lost 35 pounds, so that was great for me, feeling better, looking better, and achieving small goals. I started out with, I'm just going to go down 10 pounds. Okay, now I'm just going to go down another 5 pounds, and I didn't want my goals to be so big that I got to a point of disappointment when I didn't reach those goals during the time frame that I set to reach them. I also had to change, I was weighing myself like every day because I just wanted to know, did this do something? Did it make it any better? And you don't realize that depending on the things that you do throughout the day, your weight could fluctuate. So I did started getting a little down and a little out when I was like, what? I only lost, 0.5 pounds today? So I started getting to a point where I only weighed myself once a week. And so that kind of made it a little bit better because I didn't see all that fluctuation of gaining or losing throughout the week, and I wasn't getting disappointed. And as I stated before, I ate food when I was happy, sad, lonely, depressed. So I didn't want to be down and then be like, well, I might as well eat because it ain't working anyway. So that's a little bit about my struggle. And in being 45, I've also realized that it doesn't come off as quickly or as easily. I also found that I got sore and I was in pain a lot more than it used to be. So that did kind of make things a little bit difficult with trying to get myself motivated the next day to do a workout when I was still in pain from the workout the day before. But I pushed through and I was able to get down to the weight that I wanted to be by the time May rolled around and I had to go home. One thing that I realized throughout this process as well is that in November, when I went to a friend's house for Thanksgiving, and I finally was at a point where I could eat whatever I wanted. I said, today you can do whatever you want. And I did that, and I ate so fast, it didn't give my brain enough time to say, you are hecka full right now and you need to stop. So I ended up coming home and getting sick, and I threw up all my Thanksgiving dinner. So needless to say, I was starving again. Thank goodness I had some leftovers, and I thought I was going to be able to try to do that, but I didn't feel so great. Then came Christmas, and I said, okay, you need to eat slower this time so that you don't get sick. And I ended up doing that, but I still got sick. So I realized that it was probably because of the food that I decided I was going to eat that day. And during the time from the beginning of October through December, my body had gotten used to not eating carbs. So I was eating a lot of protein and vegetables. I was eating blueberries, I was eating yogurt and granola. Like I said, I was eating chicken and fish and vegetables. I cut out having mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, any pasta type stuff. I wasn't eating bread, I wasn't eating sugar. And so all of a sudden I was putting this stuff in my body and I got sick again. So I realized that I probably shouldn't be so strict as my diet went, that I needed to just kind of figure out what worked for my body type and what didn't, to still be able to eat different things but not overeat. So I still don't eat much carbs, but I try to incorporate that into my diet. Now, the week before I went home, I decided that you need to really just eat whatever, because you know when you go home, mom's going to be making some stuff, you're going to be with family, and you're probably going to go out to eat and different types of things, and you just don't want to get sick. So I did that, and I also stopped working out for that week because I didn't want to be in pain. I just wanted to be able to go to this family function and enjoy it. Needless to say, that was a mess up for me, because from May till today, I have not gone back on my healthy eating plan, and I have not worked out. So I am hoping to get myself motivated and to try to get back into that. I'm not necessarily trying to lose a lot of weight at this point, because I kind of am in the area that I want it to be. I think I'm more about a little bit of toning and trying to just make my body look a little bit better. So I have gained 10 pounds since I left to go on that visit to today, because like I said, I haven't been eating healthy, so I've gone out to eat a few times, and I'm eating a few more sweets and things that I don't normally eat, but recently I've kind of been doing that. So anyway, I say all this to just give you an idea. Stay motivated, stay focused. If you need help, reach out. There are personal trainers. There are a lot of things you can do on your own as well. I don't do well at gyms because I don't really like to have people watching me work out. So it works for me to be at home and to work out to a DVD. I have all kinds of DVDs, not just Jillian Michaels. I have some Tae Bo. I have some weightlifting. I have a couple like dance videos, as I like to switch it up occasionally because I don't want to get bored and I don't want my body to get acclimated to what I'm doing. As you saw, I have an elliptical, I have a stationary bike. I do also have a treadmill. So I try to switch it up and do a lot of different activities throughout my workout period. So this is just a little bit more about me. And any of you that are subscribers who know me already kind of know my journey. But this is just to kind of let you know, we all to some degree may struggle, whether it's with weight loss, whether it's with a food addiction. You can overcome that, and you can do different things. You just have to set your mind to what you want to do. Not everything works for everybody, so a lot of times you can start out with something that doesn't work and go into something that does work. Take some things from different people. Sorry about that. My dogs are barking, and there must be something outside. But this video was just to give you some idea of where I've been and what I struggle with occasionally. And yes, food is my addiction, and food is my struggle, and I know this, so I do always try to say, do you really need that? Is that something that you just have to have? And if it is, at that moment, yes, I need this ice cream, or yes, I need this pizza, then I have to make up for that later on down the line. So anyway, that is it. I hope you enjoyed. Hey y'all, so that video was just to give you a little more information about me and my struggles with weight loss. I hope that I was able to provide some of you with some routes that you can take in your weight loss journey, or to be able to provide you some inspiration. If I can do it, so can you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Be someone who makes someone look forward to tomorrow. Peace. God bless.